Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Kathy's Corner, Seed in the Sand, and this is chapter 5 of Healing Waters, Lake Cruise. And what I've been talking about in this chapter, these series of chapters, is that the healing waters can really bring a lot of peace to people. Water can be very angry or it can be very peaceful to people depending on how they see it. We've been talking kind of about that ripple effect where it starts as a ripple and then with the wind and everything else it kind of turns into this wave, and that wave can be a really powerful angry crash, and after the crash is like this calm. And so that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about today, is the anger in a lake or a river that can take people's lives can be followed by a calm, and that calmness is what I wanted to talk to you about today. Was, when I was on my lake cruise with my mom last weekend, or last week, it was almost glistening. The lake was almost glistening. You just look out and you saw little diamonds flickering on the water. It was really pretty. And so the same lake that can be very angry with those crashing waves and those riptides and those, currents that can carry you away, also have these just beautiful glistening little diamonds on the top of the water as you go by. And so that's kind of the yin and yang of life itself. We have days where we fight and days where we're calm. We have days where there's conflict and days that there's united, a feeling of being united. There are days that we feel as if we're not making any progress, and then there's other days where you feel really successful with the production of whatever goals you're trying to reach. So, yeah. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today, is that yin-yang. Yes, the ocean and the lakes are powerful, but they can be very, very beautiful at the same time, and very, very picturesque and productive. So yeah, the lakes are very fascinating to me. And tomorrow what I want to talk about is like water itself, like the droplets of water, and how they kind of carry a DNA with them. And I know in the past I've talked about snowflakes and how like there's a cross in the beginning of the snowflake. At the core of the snowflake there's like a diamond or a cross, and so that's what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. So all right, so these are the Healing Spirit Oracle cards by Gordon Smith, and they look like this. And that's my rosary that I always pick the cards with. Beautiful rosary. And this says, you have the ability to affect your own destiny. And it says only those who have overcome life's hurdles can order their own life with skill. But when you reach a certain point in life, you know that you can make appropriate changes when required. Guardian spirits have led you to this very moment when you feel equipped to take responsibility for your own actions. You are where you're supposed to be, and the next step is on the path is yours. And mighty guardian spirits are telling you that you are ready to handle the situation. This is an important moment in your life, so own it. Beautiful. The next cards are the Healing Waters cards. And, owning and taking responsibility of your life is massive. It's a massive lesson to learn. So, all right. This one. Oops. Looks like this. And it says bounteous, generously given, relationships coming together. And it says, when water is present, life is present. It is a gift offered to us through us. Generously offered, bountifully given. We are beginning to wake up to this generous substance we have in our lives and never take it for granted. Clean running water is a privilege that many in the West fail to appreciate, and it is one that many around the world go without. This card encourages you to appreciate the gifts, bounty, opportunities, and privileges that are in your life, to embrace what you need, but to also be generous to others who might not have what you have, to acknowledge and receive the abundance around you, but also share it, to appreciate the simple things in your life like running water. Don't hoard what you don't need. Share the plenty that surrounds you and watch as it swells and grows. Move from competition to collaboration. Rewrite the script of me against you, welcoming the wellspring that eternally bubbles up from deep within. Share what you love freely. So often, life is that much more enjoyable when it is shared with others. Where water is, life thrives. Where water flows, things are much more alive. Don't hoard and stagnate it. Welcome in mutual exchanges. Share what you have been blessed with and watch as everything around you and within you becomes more and more alive. And the Soul Inquiry says, how can you appreciate the honesty that is already around you? And how can you be more generous in your life? How can you be more generous in our lives? My life. It's a good question. Both of those cards were very insightful, taking responsibility for our lives and offering generosity for what we have abundance of. Both very good cards, and makes me think about certain situations in my life where, you know, I'm going to court next month for a situation that was a friend, and now she's kind of turned on me, and I don't know how to respond. If I should be angry with her, or if I should feel sorry for her, if I should just give in to her, should I fight with her? It's difficult. It's never a fun thing to end a friendship this way. Because I do appreciate what she's done for me in the past, and I appreciate her past, like, upbringing. You know, it was a very difficult one. But, you know, the truth always floats, and it's gonna float this time. So I'm just gonna go in with my eyes open and do the best I can with what I have, and show the evidence that I have, and leave it up to the higher powers. So, all right, I hope everybody has a great day today. Bye.